board for 2021.
Excellent.
We snagged him right away. We weren't letting him go.
Smart choice.
We got a couple of units on board today, so that was good.
Oh, good.
Good kickoff. Good start.
It's going to be different.
Yeah.
That's for sure. But it always is, isn't it?
Well, I think your bonfire will still be the same one, Mr. Ames.
Oh, yeah. We're good at that.
All the comforts of home, right? You're good at burning the camp down. That kid, man, that was the best fire. That was the best fire all summer. That was good. Seems so long ago now.
Got it. It'll be good to get outside.
Yeah,
Yes.
I know it. Oh, Mark's on here, so we gotta watch what we say. Hello, Mark.
Hello, hello.
When Mark comes on, that's when it's out mode.
Right. Well, McCartan was back there lurking and just kind of, listening in on all of our stuff without turning his camera on, but he finally did.
Mr. Pritchard,
How
in
are
the
you?
flesh.
In the
Man.
flesh and everything. Clearly, there's no
More like
entertainment going on
scales.
in the world, so I've got free time.
So who is the phone number? I'm gonna put my glasses on to read it. Yeah, that phone number. 264-1338.
Yeah, Harry DeBan.
Harry?
Another
Wow,
old OA
yeah.
person. And Harry is older than I am.
And that's saying something.
Yo, watch it, dude. You're not far behind me.
Far enough.
Jim, I could make a comment about the.
Uh-huh.
You're catching up to me there, dude.
Well, yeah. But I'm taller than you, see, so I just outgrew it, that's all.
Oh, wow. Okay. All right.
But then you look at Farmer and it's just hanging off his chin, so.
It is. It just fell down to my super strainer. Jim is actually wearing the new. We're proud to present the new camp hat. Everybody's gonna get one by summer.
Hey, for what it's worth, CBS Evening News in a minute or so when it comes back on is going to do kind of a late closing type piece on a particular female scout who's on track to be one of the first Eagles. They didn't say her name, but they've been teasing the segment all through the broadcast so far. So
Cool.
I guess we're going to get some positive publicity here in about a minute or two or
Right.
3
Well,
or
fine.
whatever. So
Well, before Becca Seafried moved to California, she was on track. She could have become Eagle on August 23rd. So, but I think she got slowed down a little bit because of COVID. So she'll be getting that out in California.
My understanding is to avoid this problem of a race to be the first girl Eagle Scout, they will all be collected into a class and all receive it in fact at the same time.
yeah, that's what they said at the start of this whole thing. And you know full well they're going to know who the first person is, obviously. It's just a matter, that's why the CBS thing said be one of the first. It didn't say she was going to be the first, but she was on track, whoever this girl is, to be one of the first. So, yeah.
Things have sure changed around here. I remember in '72 when I got my Eagle, GNFC actually had a high school auditorium. We had a graduation and there were over 400 of us here for the year.
Every year, yep.
Yep.
And Doug Littlefoot was right on us with our rings.
And the Buffalo papers ran photographs of each individual, both the Courier and the Buffalo News.
Yep.
Ran photographs, headshots of everybody for the class of whatever. And yeah, I remember those too.
Yeah, I had to show it to Ben and his patrol mates to prove to them that when I was lodge chief, I did have a really, really, really big head of hair, like a la Michael Jackson fro thing going on. They didn't believe it till they saw the picture in the Buffalo News, and they're like, wow, you did have hair. I'm like, yeah, I did.
Okay, somebody in Arizona. She's
I'll start muting phones in a few minutes. I got this magic button that says mute all. There, everybody's muted. You can only hear me. You can unmute you.
I'm back in for a second. Her name is Victoria Rader, and she's from Arizona.
It not only paved your way into a turf in 2019, but allowed her to be.
Oh, there she went again. Okay, that was the newscast. She's from Arizona. Wow. Be right back. In fact, while I'm gone, I'm going to unmute everybody.
Her Eagle Service project was to build a bench.
All the boys and men.
Her border review will be in October.
Oh, well then she's not Eagle till she gets her border review. So while we're waiting for everybody to join, I have some wonderful entertainment for you. Good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
Anything's possible if you try and be patient.
Here's another one. We don't want that one. Share screen. All right, here's our normal before we begin stuff. I don't know if any of the districts will be doing any breakouts tonight. We did have our roundtable just a couple weeks ago for August, but they are available if you would like them. So if you would, please change your first name to the letter of the different breakout sessions. I know that Stacy and Kendra have a really good breakout session for Cub Scouts and Boy Scouts tonight. So please make your selection by changing your name like we normally do and putting the letter A, B, C, D, E, or F in front of your name. And then during one of the presentations, I will assign you all to your breakout rooms. Again, A is Cub Scouts, B is Boy Scouts, or Scouts PSA. C is Onondaga, D is Polaris, E is Red Jacket, and F is Teton. Okay, welcome everybody. Thank you for being here today, for taking the time. We have quite a turnout, even though we didn't get the notice out till late. And I have to apologize for that because I've been very, very busy opening up the private school that I work at. I do all the technology stuff, and we are in school full-time, 5 days a week, but we are prepared to go virtual at any moment when somebody says something and suddenly we're all virtual. So we can go both ways if we need to, and we're all set up. We opened today. So it was a crazy month of August for me. All right. Here's our agenda for tonight. It's a little different than what got published on Facebook, only because it was being created while I was at school and I didn't get all of the stuff on the agenda. So tonight, after our Pledge of Allegiance, we have Jolene talking to us from the Council Key 4, and Jim Pritchard, I think all of you saw, was on the meeting tonight. We're going to talk about Beaver Day, the clam steak. Chris Mathewson is going to be talking about that. We've got another video on the safety moment, and then Kendra's going to talk about updating your Be a Scout pin. And then we'll see if there's any news from the districts, and then we'll go on to our breakout sessions.
Mark, after the information from Joe Lane, I believe Jim Pritchard has some things he would like to say.
Right. Do you see that on your screen?
I do now.
Okay. You do not?
I do.
Okay, great. Thank you, Ken. All right. If we could all hand over our heart, our Scout salute, to pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America.
United States of America. And to the republic for which it stands,
one nation,
under God,
indivisible,
liberty and justice for all.
All right, and with that, I am going to stop the share and we're going to focus on Mr. Joe Lane. So, there he is.
So thank you. Mark, can you hear me well?
I can hear you just fine.
Outstanding. First of all, I'd like to say I'm here tonight on behalf of the Key 4, which would be our Scout Executive, Gary Decker, who's unable to join us due to a family obligation, as well as our Council President and our next Council President, which would be Darlene Sprague, our current, and Steve Mollick, our next, who are heading up a membership meeting tonight, and who doesn't like anything more than more new members. I'm certainly excited about it, but the message I'm bringing to you tonight comes from the group. It comes from all 4 of us, and the first thing we'd like to say is we're excited. We're extremely excited to see that school's back open, and over the next week or so, hopefully that'll give us a bit of a return towards normalcy, if you can call it that. We're hopeful that things will go well and that all our lives will begin to get restarted again. And this includes restarting of our units in a more typical fashion with appropriate safety precautions in place. Please take an opportunity, if you haven't already seen the tree diagram on the council website, for guidance on what is allowed at this time and how to properly proceed. And if you saw this 2 weeks ago, we haven't made any changes since then, so we'll just stick to that one. But if you do need to see it, you can find it on the council website. A bit from the council membership team, they've worked hard to develop a number of different resources, and that includes from completely in-person to completely virtual and everywhere in between to support your units as they restart this fall with your current families, and hopefully as we're welcoming new ones. Our staff and adults and volunteers are prepared to help you be successful, so please let us do just that. Reach out, let us know what you need. We've even created and prepared to help you run a completely virtual joining process for new members if need be. Our annual popcorn sale, it's up and running. As a matter of fact, early returns have shown to be far better than expected, and in fact, a number of units have already sold out of product. Cheers to them. The fact is, more people are at home than normal, and they're already seeing that our scouts are there and they're happy to support them. So the results are very promising, and so promising, in fact, that we're considering placing a second show and sell product order on September 15th for delivery by October 1st. If you're interested in placing an order, please contact Otto Goodhart this week to learn about the details with that. And hopefully you get Otto's phone ringing off the hook. That would be awesome. You may already know this, but as a part of the BSA national bankruptcy process, the national office is required by the court order to run ads to help identify victims of abuse. Now, these ads began last week and will run through early October. In addition to that, we've all seen a few of these ads in our market, along with others, victims' attorneys. And we've been led to believe that the volume of these ads, which seems to be a lot, is going to remain consistent throughout the remaining weeks. So please note that the BSA had no say in the timing or the volume of these ads as a requirement of the national bankruptcy process, and they're court mandated. On to COVID-19, due to the impact of that, the Journey to Excellence program has been revised for units. The council posted a Facebook message and sent out an email to unit leaders about this earlier today with a link to new requirements. Now, these requirements are really in place just to help everybody, and they really are help us in place to help you track your progress as you move forward, trying to really do the best you can in the current environment. So please contact your DE or unit commissioner with any questions. Also, changes have been made to the venturing awards and ranks. A Facebook message with more details was posted today and is also listed on the council website. Please contact your DE or unit commissioner if you have any questions about that. Recently, the BSA launched a new app for Scouting Magazine, and we all encourage you to find it in your app store, whatever your telephone platform is, and check that out today. It's an easier way to read Scouting Magazine and get it in your hands as quick as it comes out. BSA has also added PayPal functionality in Scoutbook, and that's going to allow units to accept and make payments. Additional details will be forthcoming on this process. So I don't know about you, but collecting money during the time of having different unit functions, it'd be a lot easier if we could do some of that automatically with PayPal. So that might be a real positive. All scouts should be aware that BSA merit badges and their merit badge books are now available online at Amazon.com. So please let your scouts know about this great new resource. YPT. Now, if you took this just 2 years ago when the new program came out, it's expiring. It either did expire or it's about to expire. It will expire before the end of this year if you took it 2 years ago. So please, for the safety of our youth, which is the highest priority, don't let yours expire. And if it is, get on it now. It does take about an hour and a half to get through there, but it's well worth it. It is different from the last program you took. So let's keep this in mind. This is the time to get that done. Now, a quick word of encouragement. The work being done by you and the 1,869 trained and registered dedicated adult volunteers is beyond important. Unit leadership may find themselves in a position where they need help. Den leaders, scoutmasters, whoever it is in your group, they may need help. Please look out and see what they need. And please look to your unit and your district commissioners along with your district committees and your DE. And also please consider working with your neighboring units to overcome obstacles. Now more than ever, we need each other. Please don't hesitate to ask your fellow scouters. Scouters are more helpful than anybody I know. And finally, thank you all for all you're doing to help your scouts and families through these unprecedented times. It's so heartwarming to see all the amazing things that our scouts and units have been up to these past 6 months. While the hand we're dealt is not ideal, we all found a way to play that hand to the benefit of the scouts and communities. And thank you all for making that possible. And thank you all for all you do and will do this fall to formally restart the in-person scouting in Western New York. We know the result will be stronger and even more resilient scouting program. I firmly believe that the trail ahead for scouting is better with us working together. And for that, I thank you all. I'd like to turn this over to Jim Pritchard, but before I do want to say that Jim Pritchard, along with other scouters from the SSR camp staff alumni, got together and raised $5,000 going towards the Scotty Golf Tournament, which is going to help offset costs for the council this year. He's coming up with a new initiative, working with that group, and I want to, before I hand this over, just personally thank each and every one of that group for all of their efforts, not only in the past, but what they're doing now. It goes beyond the call of duty and the scouting spirit. It stays with you for your lifetime, and these guys and ladies have shown that to be the truth, and I thank you. And with that said, thank you on behalf of the Key Four. Jim Pritchard, please take it away.
All right, thank you, and thanks for those kind words. And it really wasn't just me. I can say that with absolute certainty. I may have made the first Facebook post to our little group that said we should do something, but at the end of the day, everyone in the Shelkoff alumni, there's a Facebook group of old camp staff, and everyone kind of jumped in and said, yeah, let's do this, and it was pretty exciting. And it sparked another idea, which is the Greater Niagara Frontier Council Camp Staff Alumni Association. And anyone who's ever worked at any of our camps, whether it's Shelkoff or Scout Haven or Chwai or Toad Howell. I mean, I went to day camp at Stonehaven back in the early 80s when I was a Cub Scout. So I hope any of those camp staff members, and there's a bunch of camps well beyond even the ones I'm familiar with. You guys know better than I do what camps are out there. We want anyone and everyone who's worked at one of our camps to join us on Monday night on Zoom. Mark, I sent you a link or a PDF, unless you allowed me to share my screen. You didn't, which is totally understandable. I don't know in the chat there, if you could pop up the flyer that I just sent you on PDF, that would be awesome. And then I'll be done. I just want to share the details on how anyone can do. It's a Zoom meeting. Monday at 7 o'clock Eastern time. I can put our meeting ID and password in the chat. But I know that not everyone on this group has, it's right, Northern Lights, thank you, Mr. Chris. It's on our list. I know that not everyone on this group has worked at camp, but maybe everyone here knows someone who did. If you could take a moment of the next few days and just send a message, send a Facebook alert, an email, a text, any way that you could reach out to anyone you know that worked at one of our camps to say, hey, they're starting an alumni association, sign up, join them at the meeting. It would be great. I'd appreciate it. And it's on the flyer that I posted, but there will be no financial ask made at this meeting on Monday night. So know that we're not just trying to get people to show up to ask them for money. I know that's always a hesitation. I appreciate it. And thanks for the time. Thanks for letting me jump in. I guess I'll offer for questions if anyone has them. And I'll put an email address in the chat as well if you have any questions as well.
Jim, what time is the meeting on Monday night?
7 p.m. Eastern.
Any other questions for Jim before I turn it over to Brandon?
Thank you very much.
Yep. Jim, I did not see the PDF in my email, but when you send it to me, I am getting a spot that I will be posting all of the documents for this on the council website. So
okay, it isn't. I actually sent it to you in the chat because I don't know that I have your email address, but in the chat.
Okay. All right.
And I can actually. It looks like I can give it to everyone in the chat too, which is. I didn't want to do that prematurely, but I will do that real quick as well.
I can do this. I can do this.
Oh, okay.
Control C. This full screen.
What do nuclear power plants, construction sites, aircraft carriers, and many
that wasn't me.
All of these entities are constantly looking for ways to eliminate hazards that could be life-altering or fatal. One tool used.
Well, good news is that's not part of our safety precautions necessarily.
Okay, so GNFC staff, alumni, and I am now going to share that screen. And Jim, if you want to narrate.
All right. Oh, excellent. So that's right on our website, which is great. So there's a calendar event on the council website, but we are calling all former camp staff. And I think I got them all thanks to Mike Hulsizer and his website. If anyone's ever looked at Mike's collection of digital versions of camp patches, that's where I pulled this list off of. Monday night, September 14th, 7 p.m. via Zoom. The goal of our organization to help GNFC maintain and operate our current camps, develop fellowship among the alumni, and help current and future camp leadership with training. One of the things we're talking to Josh and Chris on is maybe even going out to camp this summer during staff week and serving as guinea pigs for the camp staff to kind of learn what they're doing and give them some feedback and all of that. So hope to see you all. If you have any questions, my cell phone number is there. The email address I also put in the chat, staffalumni@gnfccamps.org. Hope to see you on Monday night.
Jim, would I be correct in saying that if somebody moved to this area that was a camp staff member in a different council, we would welcome them to join?
I would imagine we're not going to do much research on membership qualifications. So yes, if someone is
just
in this
trained
area
and
as a camp staff
registered,
alumni,
right?
I think that absolutely we'd love to meet with them. So and see if they want to be a part of what we're doing. Welcome aboard. So.
Thank you.
Well, thank you.
Yep. Thank you guys.
All right. And next we go to Brandon Blatz. Where did Brandon go? I do not see Brandon on our list anymore.
I thought Brandon couldn't make it tonight. Did I hear wrong?
I saw him on there. But in any case, what I do have, because I would be glad to talk about this.
Brandon is meeting from his car phone right now.
Oh, okay. Then let's talk about it for him, Kendra. You talk to him about this. And I've shared it on the screen. It's the wine.
This is an opportunity for anyone who wants to, scouts or families or friends, to visit the Webster's Kitchen in North Tonawanda. And it is set up so that if anyone that visits and has dinner there that night, a portion of their dinner fees will go back to scouting. So you can call Brandon or email him for more information. It is on Saturday, September 26th from 5 to 9 at Webster's Kitchen. And the menu that is being offered is shown on this screen. I know it looks a little bit funky because I had to hand type some of it and captured some of the others, but I couldn't read it on their initial PDF. So it's an opportunity to enjoy a meal out and to promote scouting and to get some funds back into scouting.
Okay. Thank you, Kendra. Next on our wonderful agenda, we have some camp news about Beaver Day at Stonehaven and our Camp Clam Steak. So let me go to Kendra, were you going to talk about Beaver Day?
Beaver Day at Stonehaven is September 19th. It's a Saturday from 9 in the morning until whenever we stop in the afternoon. We usually go from 9 to 3. And it's following COVID restrictions. We need a COVID screening form brought with each individual, and they have to bring their own lunch because they'll sit separately and eat lunch in a socially distant manner. Everything, we went to the last one, it was held very, very cautiously. No one was near anyone else. There were a lot of hand sanitizing stations, and Ranger Jerry thoroughly appreciates any help that anyone can give. In order to attend this, you do have to call Sarah and verbally give her a head count of how many people will be attending.
Okay, thank you very much. By the way, the picture you're seeing, we've done a little work at Camp Stonehaven. Now that the ash trees are gone, you can really get a good view of the escarpment. And we've cleaned up the quarry lake a little bit and removed some of the trees right by the lake. So I just wanted to let you know. All of that in jest, I have received a few beautiful pictures from our camps. And next month, I'm going to try and utilize those in our Leadership Summit PowerPoints. So next, Chris Mathewson, I hope you are still on the call if you would talk about Camp Clam Steak.
I am, thank you. And I don't know if I can beat that picture, but that's very nice. Nice job out there. Welcome, everybody. I just wanted to give you an update on some registration information for 2021 for summer camp. We know that some of you are just starting to kind of slowly get back to your units and maybe doing a little more conversing than you have over the summer. So we want to get some information out there. First and foremost, I want to let everybody know that if you registered with Greater Niagara Frontier Council for summer camp, Cubs or Scouts BSA, in 2020, you are getting a phone call from us. We are honoring loyalty, and we are offering you first choice of what weeks you would like or sessions you would like to come. We feel that's the proper thing to do. So we are doing that. And actually, some of you got a phone call from me today. I went through Polaris and Red Jacket today, I believe, Onondaga and Tatanka. You're next on the list. So if you didn't get a call yet, don't worry. Some of you, I left a message. Just get back to me. I left some information on there for you. The Claim Steak event that we're doing is kind of like a lot of you might remember Claim Steak in years past. We're encouraging you to come early and to at least hold a spot for summer camp, your session, your week. Many of you know things have changed. We're operating at Scout Haven, which we're very excited about. We are mixing the Cub and Scouts program there. We have a couple sessions of Cubs, then 3 weeks of Scouts BSA, and then we're ending the year with season with Cubs again, a couple sessions. So be mindful of the schedule. It's on the website. For those of you that are wanting to jump in on this great opportunity for Scout Haven in 2021, registration will open to everyone else on October 10th. It's a Saturday. That will be the date of our claim stake event. It will be at the Genesee Road. It will be at the Greater Niagara Frontier Council Service Center in the back of the building. We're going to set up some tents out there, so it's a little more open, like a flea market kind of setup, some pop-ups. We're trying to get the entire outdoor program for our council there. So I know Birch Bark is on board. Of course, Scouts BSA, Cub resident program. We're getting day camp involved. NYLT, we got to work out some things with them because a lot of their staff is helping with Blue and IOLST that same weekend. So with that group and those people that are going there, we'll work out something with you. Don't worry. So it's going to be a flea market type event. Our Army's really excited because he wants to bring out his fill out brands and do some branding for everyone. I talked to the OA, to Larry, and we're going to get some food out there. Good chance to help support the OA with some hot dogs or hamburgers or something. We're asking that we're going to have some more information out in detail, but we're going to try to do like a schedule during the day. We're going to run from 10 o'clock until 4 o'clock. And we're going to try to schedule people like what hour they feel they can come out, like between 10 and 11 or something like that, just so we're not jamming everybody up and we're being mindful of COVID things and all that. So again, that'll be Saturday, October 10th from 10 o'clock till 4 o'clock. There'll be several things listed on social media. I do a lot on social media. So if you're on the Camp Scout Haven, Camp Shelkoff, Stonehaven, Facebook pages, we put a lot of information on there. I try to get a lot of information out as much as possible. So we hope that that you will join us. For the units that did sign up this year, again, you'll be getting a phone call from me when October 10th comes. If I don't talk to the people, I'm going to be calling the units that haven't come or we haven't talked to. It's important that we have a relationship with you as well. And what I'm hoping, our theme this year is going to be a new frontier. This is the Greater Niagara Frontier Council, of course. We're embarking on a new frontier in a lot of ways. It's an entire new era for our camps, for our program, and we hope that you will be excited about it as well. We're doing a lot of work to make this something really special when everybody comes back. It's a deep passion with our camp management team. We want to do the best for you, and we hope that you invest our trust in us, and you feel that your units want to be a part of this because it's going to be something very special. We're doing a lot of work on this, and in trade of that trust and faith in us, we are going to give you a truly extraordinary program. I promise you that. So come on out October 10th, or I've talked to some people today. It was great to start talking camp again. We got a few units on board already, with Jamboree being postponed and people looking to stay close because of COVID. You're going to want to sign up early. So I thank you, and I thank everyone for their support, especially the Council 4 and the Council office staff. Of course, I'm involved with staff alumni. They've been a very strong presence in support of us as well. There's a lot of support going on this year for camp, and we think it's going to reflect on our program very well, and we hope you're happy. So thank you. If any of you ever have any questions for me, my email is on the council website, and some of you I called today, you'll have my cell phone number. Please call me. I love talking camp, and I might keep you on for 3 hours. So thank you very much. We'll see y'all soon.
Any questions for Chris? I don't see any, Chris.
No one wants to know who my barber is or anything?
No.
I have a question.
Yes.
Chris, who's your barber?
Has there been any consideration giving to the Arrow of Light kids who this would have been this summer, would have been their last opportunity to camp and would have been going up on the hill? Is there any chance those kids could camp next year?
This is Chuck talking, right?
Right.
I'm trying to, the screen just came on, Chuck, sorry. Yes, absolutely. We wanted to, we're in the talks about trying to do something this fall, having a special Saturday to Sunday kind of thing for them or something. as you know, we're kind of in a lock with what we can do right now. But yes, they're not going to be forgotten at all. I promise you that. We're going to do something. Whenever we can do it, whenever that window of opportunity opens for us, we're definitely going to do something. We already have, I'm not going to say we have a full plan for it, but we have a very good plan, you know, in the works. So it's really, Chuck, it's as soon as we can get permission to do it.
So would the kids be allowed to go to camp or not?
Well, if it's, let's say something opens up in November, we can do it a day in November, and the council says, yes, you can come to our camps now. You know, yes, we can do that. If it's in the spring or during the summer, if we get into there, yeah, we'll definitely look at, you know, accommodating them. I don't want to leave them behind at all.
See, what I'm asking is, can they go with their pack when their pack goes?
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, we can work some things out. Absolutely.
Because that would give each pack more kids coming to camp.
I gotcha. Okay.
And also leadership.
Yeah, that deserves a little more looking at, definitely, and I like the idea. I appreciate it.
Even if they've already crossed over to Boy Scouts?
Well, that's what we got to look at. We got to look at the details. It's kind of.
Den chiefs have gone in the past with the pack. Den chiefs have gone, so if they signed up as a den chief, they could go with the pack.
Oh, there you go. Okay.
I was just gonna say we could do something with a den chief, and then they go up on the hill. But anyway, that's something that we'll talk about as we get closer to really nailing down those details. Sorry, Chris.
No, that's why you're here, Stacey. And you know, yeah, I just want, you know, first and foremost, I'm going to tell everybody we're going to take care of that group somehow. I don't know how totally yet, but I'm not leaving them behind.
That's one of the first things I said when I signed on was we can't forget those Arrow of Light kids, I think. So
yeah, that definitely was. And
we really want to figure it out.
Yeah.
Something that I'm really attached to.
Yep.
I had a question
for
Troop 92. We were originally signed up for summer camp, but before the council made the decision to cancel camp, we pulled out a couple weeks before that. Would we still be getting a phone call, or would we technically still be on the list of calls, or is that something we need to?
Yes, you are.
Okay, great. Thank
Matter
you.
of fact, I had you. I almost got to Onondaga today, but I couldn't quite get there.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thanks for asking.
I also have a question.
Yes.
What if we already told Sarah what we want for 2021?
As far as
what week?
Oh, what week? That's fine. I'll have that conversation with Sarah. When did you talk to her?
I'm not sure if it was my last trip to Buffalo or not, or the trip before.
Are you in council or are you out of council or?
Actually in Maryland for caretaking responsibilities.
Oh, okay.
So I don't get back until October 10th, and then I have to quarantine.
Okay, and is this Shirley?
Yep.
Shirley, what unit are you with?
470.
470.
We wanted week 1.
For Scouts BSA?
Yep.
Okay. I'll get down to the bottom of it, and I'll be giving you guys a call.
Okay.
I think we'll be fine.
Okay, it has to be my cell.
No problem.
Any other questions for Chris? Okay. Thank you very much, Chris.
You're welcome.
Okay, the next event in our meeting tonight is a focus topic. We have 2 focus topics tonight. One is using our safety moments when we're, telling everyone in our units, how we can be more safe as an organization. And the second one is how to update your PIN and be a scout, which Kendra will do. So with that, I'm going to demonstrate to you by a video how we can use a safety moment in our units. So here we go. Share the screen, share. Let me stop it with 1 second. I wanted to make sure I got share, and there we go. So here we go again. Share and play.
Nuclear power plants, construction sites, aircraft carriers, and many hospitals have in common with scouting. All of these entities are constantly looking for ways to eliminate hazards that could be life-altering or fatal. One tool used by many safety-conscious groups is a safety moment or safety briefing that start each meeting or activity with a pause to discuss a hazard or risk that can be prevented. Why? Because the safety moment focuses the attention of the group on safety and how to achieve it. Let's talk about who, what, when, where, and how to do a safety moment in scouting. Who can deliver a safety moment? Every youth or leader with some preparation can step up. Go ahead, don't be shy. So when and where should a safety moment be delivered? The ideal time is at the beginning of a meeting. Your roundtable, board, or committee meeting are just before an activity, especially for those programs that have above average risks, like going shooting, climbing, or engaging in aquatics activities. You're probably asking yourself, but what makes a great safety moment? Almost anything that focuses or educates on the audience on a topic makes a great safety briefing. While the BSA publishes several safety moments, you can also create your own. Topics can include the use of checklists or safety tools such as pause, or focus on something specific like hydration, safe driving, or simply the location of fire extinguishers, AEDs, or evacuation routes at your meeting place. The Guide to Safe Scouting, the Scouting Safely website, and the health and safety newsletters are also great sources of ideas. Discussing a past incident or near miss is fine if the focus is on learning and prevention, not blame. Finally, how should the safety moment be delivered? If you have information that's accurate, all safety moments should be delivered using facts, simple language, and should be appropriate to the audience. Using a handout, slides, or a demonstration will help to assure that those who hear the message understand it and know how to apply it. The message should be delivered in a few minutes. Just make it simple, easy to understand, and help the group know how to apply the message. Thanks for watching, and if you have a favorite safety moment, send it to us at health.safety@scouting.org. We may publish yours.
Okay. Off with the share screen. And Kendra, be a scout, how to change your pin. Let me just stop this. So Kendra, where are you?
Can you put my document up on the screen, please?
I sure can.
Thank you.
Just 1 second.
Are you still there, Mark?
I am. There you are.
Okay. I've talked about this before. We've sent out information, and there are still units that have not updated their Be a Scout pin online. And it's more and more important as we move forward with the different technological advances that we are using in My.Scouting. And because we are to the point where we are going to be using the online registration more and more, it's very important that your Be a Scout pin has been updated. I do have a report that shows the units that have not touched their Be a Scout pin, and there are many of you that have not updated it. In the past, it's been the key 3 members who had to do the updating. But at this point, I believe any one of your key 3 can do the updating, but you can actually send the information to other members within your unit. So to start off with, you're going to log into my.scouting, and then you're going to go to Organization Manager, select your unit, and then in Organization Manager, you're going to be able to update your unit information. So you're going to select Unit Pin on the left-hand side of the screen, and you will see the fields that are available to set up your unit Be a Scout pin. You're going to want to choose Appear on Be a Scout, and you're probably going to want to choose Allow People to Apply Online. You do have the choice at this point in time of leaving that turned off or turning that on. And the council is suggesting right now that all units turn on the function that allows you to have people apply online, especially with our registrations and recruitment being tight during COVID. They want to give people as much chance as possible to put in their application online. Once you do that, you're going to add your unit's primary contact information. This is going to be the person whose information will be visible when someone clicks on your unit pin. You're also going to add your unit's web address and additional information. When you're finished updating your pin, you're going to save it. And then you're going to, you have the option of going on the left-hand side of the page. There's another tab above unit information or unit pin. It says settings. And I'm scrolling through all of this very quickly. It's going to be on our link to the membership summit or the leadership summit. But if you go to settings, one of the biggest gripes that people have had prior to being able to set things up in the settings tab is they go ahead and they say, go ahead and register online. People go on, register, pay their fees, and then all of a sudden when they go to your unit, you say to them, oh, wait, we also have dues and other fees that you have to pay. This area gives you, Mark, scroll down a little more.
That's it. I'm at the bottom of the document.
All right, I didn't put it on the document. Above unit pin, go up. On the left-hand side, underneath the Cub Scout logo, there's a section that says settings. If you click on settings, you actually can go in there and you can put in a paragraph that says there will be some additional fees that are required with our unit. We require dues of so much per year, or whatever information you want to put in there about your unit fees. That's where you can put it, and you can compose your own paragraph. Below that, there's also a section where you can put a paragraph in that is a welcome letter to new parents. So it gives you the opportunity to customize your Be a Scout page a little bit. It's very, very important that you get this in and get this updated and changed. And if you have any problems, you are welcome to give me a call and I will walk the person that's doing it through the process. But it's important that we get this done. And I'm looking at a text message. I had problems using online application for Webelos crossing over into our troop and found it easier to have them fill out a paper application and scanning and mailing them. Okay, if it's a transfer, you don't use the online application. When a Webelos goes into scouting, it's a transfer application. And for the transfer, you fill out a paper application and you hand it into council as a transfer. You don't do it online. Oh, and somebody is answering it the same way I just answered it. Bob, I think that's you, right? Thank you, Bob. And that's another thing that happens. A lot of times when a Weeblo or an AOL crosses over into scouting, that scouting unit forgets that they have to register that child with their troop. And to do that, they do have to put in a paper application as a transfer form. If they don't do that, and that new scout earns any awards or any merit badges with the troop, those can't be recorded. The child won't show up in Scout Book. They won't be able to record it on Internet Advancement until that child has been officially transferred into the troop. You may not even notice it at first, but sometimes it comes up. If they haven't been transferred properly when they're ready for Eagle, it's a nightmare. So make sure when you transfer that child over, usually in February or the spring, that you put in a paper transfer application, which is really just the same application that you would use a paper application, but you put it through as a transfer. There's no fee. They've already paid their yearly fee. It's just a transfer application that has to move them from Cub Scouting into Scouting. Any questions on that? Again, this document will be up on the page where our Leadership Summit is. If there's anyone that has any questions at all, please feel free to email me or give me a call.
Okay, thank you, Kendra. I am right now finishing my assignment of the breakout rooms.
Oh, wait, there's something else on the agenda I forgot to mention.
Go ahead.
Leads, leads, leads. If you have set up your Be a Scout pin properly and someone requests information or submits an application on Be a Scout, the person on your Be a Scout contact sheet will receive an email that says, hey, you have an individual that's interested in information. The person that's getting that email must check that email and must go on and respond through my.scouting to that person who has put through a request for information or an application. And I get it, there's people that sometimes don't always look at their emails as frequently as other people, but if you're the person who is the contact person in Be a Scout, you need to check your emails and you need to go on there. There are people that have been unresponded to for months and months and months, and we lose those children who are interested in scouting when our units do not respond to the invitation or application managers. So please, whoever's assigned to be responsible, please remind them they have to check their email. Okay, now I'm ready to go on.
Now you're ready. And I have everybody who's put a preference in as to which group they want to be in, which breakout room. And so are there any questions for the general group before I open up the rooms?
Mark, this is Dave Bliss.
Yep.
I have a couple short announcements. Number one, the Birch Park calendar is all set out on the Birch Park webpage for 2021. So if anybody's interested in going to Birch Park, the information is there. Second thing I have is about the Hornaday program. I think everybody's heard rumors or seen things about the Hornaday program. Basically, it's been halted in July. They are building a new program, which will be very similar to Hornaday. It'll be conservation awards, and that will be rolled out in the next month or two. If you have a scout that's in any way along with either trying to develop a Hornaday project or thinking about it, I would suggest they continue to pursue it and just look at it as a conservation project rather than a Hornaday project. And most of those projects would be suitable for your Eagle Award project. Next thing I have is the EPA and the BSA this summer signed a joint agreement to come up with an environmental educational award program and special awards. The details of this will be rolled out and distributed within the next month, and it starts right now, and it proceeds through December 2021. There'll be individual awards and also unit awards. And the last thing I want to do is remind everybody that our shooting clays is this Saturday, the Tonawanda Sportsman's Club. Registration starts at 8 and the shooting starts at 9. Thank you. Oh, Mark?
Yes, Dave.
Oh, and Group A, not Group B. You keep trying to get me in Polaris.
Oh, you want to be in Group B?
Group A is Onondaga, right?
Not tonight.
This week.
Group B is Onondaga tonight?
Nope. A and B are Boy Scout and Cub Scout.
Okay.
C is Onondaga.
Onondaga does not have a breakout tonight.
Yeah, we don't have a breakout.
That's fine.
Okay.
That's fine.
The Boy Scout one would work for me, Mark. Thank you.
You got it. All right. So let me assign you there. Dave List, you're in the Boy Scout one.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so is everybody ready to go into their breakout rooms? And then
Hey,
those.
Mark, Helen Stoll. I'm on Polaris on D.
Okay.
Yeah, this is Harry. Could you put me in Polaris, please?
Okay, so
Polaris is not having a breakout tonight.
Okay, solves that.
Please join either Cub Scouts or Boy Scouts.
Okay, Cub Scouts A. Helen Stoll, Cub Scouts A.
And who is it talking?
Harry Gadan.
Mark, Roger wants to go into a Boy Scouts.
Roger, you're going to be.
Mark, can you hear me? It's Gail Nowak.
Yep, just 1 second. Let me get. Wow. So I'm going to open the rooms and then unassign. Roger, assign to B. There goes Roger. Okay, Gail?
F, Tatanka.
Bye.
Bye.
Mark, this is Chris. Can you put me on Boy Scout, please?
Sure.
Thank you. Onondaga closed the door on me.
Chris, I don't see you on the list. Where'd you go? Chris?
I'm in room C right now. It's asking me to join.
Oh, gotcha.
Thanks.
That's why I don't see you. Well, you're all by yourself. Move to Boy Scouts.
I know that.
Goodbye.
Thank you.
Anybody else who's unassigned right now?
Mark, did you do a Tatanka breakout?
Yes, there is a Tatanka breakout, and I believe that is
F?
This F.
Okay, and then Gail said that she was going to that breakout.
Right. How do I do it?
Okay.
I think Mark should assign
So
us.
Gail, I will put you to F, and I think we're all set.
Okay, and then could I be placed in that as well?
No. Goodbye.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So I have Bob, Brian, Dan, Dave Greiner, who hasn't joined yet, David Hayes, Dick, Harry, Kevin, Robert, and Tony are not assigned. Would you like to be assigned?
This is Brian, Mark, either Red Jacket or Boy Scouts.
You're going to Boy Scouts.
Thank you.
Bye. Okay, anybody else?
Hey, Mark, it's Rob.
Yep.
Boy Scouts, please.
You got it.
Thank you.
Yeah, this is Harry. Boy Scouts, please.
Who is that again? Say your name again.
This is Harry, Boy Scouts, please.
Got it.
Harry DeBan.
Yep.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Hi, Harry.
Hey, can you send me, Mark, it's Tony, can you send me to Red Jacket, to E?
And who is this talking?
Tony Sikolik.
Tony, Red Jacket. Red Jacket, that's E, correct? E is in Edward?
I believe so.
Yep. Okay. Yeah, Andy's in the pay. Anybody else?
Hey, Mark, this is Chris. I'm still here. This isn't the Boy Scout one, is it?
Didn't I put you in the Boy Scout one?
I didn't go anywhere.
Oh, no. It says you are. Ah. Chris. Wow, this is strange. I see you. I hear you. I see your name. Let's see. Just give me 1 second. There we go. Wow, Chris, I apologize.
No problem.
I
won't hold up
you.
the group.
I see you. I hear you. But you don't come up on the list of unassigned, and you are not in any of the groups.
My goodness. What a
Chris, you can
sacrifice.
just stay with us.
Sure. It's not a problem.
Did you ever have that happen, Bob?
Yes, it has
Ever
happened.
lost somebody just
Yeah.
just
I mean,
because
the best way I tell them is go log out and log back in, and we'll move you.
Yeah, you could do that, Chris, if you wanted to.
Sure, I'll do that.
Yep.
Hey, Mark?
Yes.
Yes, Kevin Bear. Hey, put me with Scouts, please.
You got it.
Thank you.
There you go. Goodbye.
Bye.
Okay, Mark. Hi, David Hayes. You can put me into Tonka, Group 5. F, rather. 5.
F, yep. Goodbye.
Join.
We're getting the list down. Bob, I know you want to stay right where you are. So we got Brian and Dan, and we got 3 phone numbers.
Mark, this is Helen Stoll. Put me in Cub Scouts.
What does your phone number end in?
875-0157.
0157. Cub Scouts. There you go. Goodbye.
Sorry, I just logged in, so I'm not quite sure where you're asking me to go.
Is this Kelly?
This is Kelly, yes.
Kelly, you can go to Cub Scouts, Boy Scouts. Polaris is not having a meeting. Onondaga is not having a meeting. You can go to Tatanka or you can go to Red Jacket.
I'll do Cub Scouts and either one.
Okay, here goes Cub Scouts. Goodbye, and thank you for joining us.
I'm sorry I'm late.
No problem.
Okay, you
Chris.
should have one more phone number left. 8022. Maureen, can you put me in Boy Scouts, please?
You got it. Goodbye, and thank you for joining us. And Chris, I see you. You wanted to go to Boy Scouts?
Sure, thank you.
Bye.
There we go. Thanks.
Yep. So, Dan, do you want to go anywhere? Dan Berger,
Yeah, to eat Red Jacket, please.
you got it. Okay, Bob, it's Me and you and somebody whose phone number ends in 9512.
Don't know who that is.
Nope. I think that's it.
Can you hear me or not? Can you see me? Oh boy. Can you see me now? Mark. Mark. Hey, Mark. Mark. Mark, can you hear me?
Hi, Bob. It's Mark. You're muted right now, but I see you've joined as Greater Niagara Frontier. I'm assuming it's you. There you
Yeah,
are.
I'm here. I'm here.
Super. What group do you want to be in?
None right this second.
Oh, you just want to talk to me?
I'm trying to work on your problem here.
Oh, well, go do that. And you don't have to talk to me because I can go feed the dogs.
Oh, okay. You can do that.
All right.
I'm trying to get this other PC up and running right now. I just started it. I went outside and grabbed it. So
Okay. All
what I
right.
did is I took Connie's, the laptop we gave her to take home with her.
Yeah.
I brought that home with me because I figured it has a nicer camera to it.
Sure.
But it looks like she didn't use this thing in a long time or never went through any of the updates.
I got one of my laptops back yesterday that one of the secretaries has been using to remote into the school. And she had it since March 15th.
Oh yeah, this is when this one was out. This was out since March.
Yep.
She gave it back to me, and I know when she was calling in on her Zoom meetings, she was using her cell phone. So I don't think this thing was actually turned on.
So this secretary, you get a kick out of this one. This is Ariana's aunt.
Oh no!
She was the office secretary. It's Barbara Joyce for
Right.
St. Peter's. She's retiring in September, but on 2 occasions she had to call me because it wouldn't work anymore. And it's when Ariana went over there and unhooked her router to plug her computer into it. So Ariana's still around.
Hunting us in another way.
Yeah.
Well, because I'm signing onto this PC right now, but I don't have, I played around with it before. I think what I'm going to do is just rename that Roundtable one that we had out there before.
Well, wasn't the Roundtable one a link to my site?
Yes, but I can change it.
Oh, okay. So you could do some internal stuff.
I can make it into that page instead of a URL out.
Oh, cool. I didn't know. Remember, you had problems trying to even get that to exist.
Yep. So let me play with it and see what I can do. I mean, I got the page here. I'm looking right at it, but I'm trying to figure out where to park it. If I can park it in Polaris, which you have access to, but it won't show up on any menu or anything.
Right. You see, we want
But
this.
I wanted it to show up on the resource menu, and if I set it on the resource menu, I got to give you access to resource. So I'm trying to figure out where I'm going to park it.
Yeah.
Because
Okay.
before we just had a URL and went right to your site.
And remember, eventually I want to be able to post on the GNFC calendar as well, because right now I'm only posting leadership summits under Polaris.
Right.
Because that's the only rights I have. So you got to
Well,
think.
if I could do that, but then what I'm giving you is that everything that you put out there has to be approved.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's how that, for any volunteer that works on that, on the GNFC site, once they put it out there, it has to be approved by me or Dick or Brandon.
Well, if it's
Once you post-
I trust you. If it's Dick, it'll never get approved.
Yeah, so it's one of the three of us would have to approve it.
Well,
and the only reason we did that is because we
created-
didn't want them screwing up whoever the volunteer was actually making a change and deleting something.
I get it. I get it. So could I completely design the page and then press something saying out for approval?
Yeah, it would automatically, when you go to I believe when you go to publish, it will send out a message to us.
Okay.
I mean, the only person I have doing that right now, we had doing that was Ellen Percy, but then we gave him permission. Then we just broke out his Birch Bark page from camping.
Yeah.
Because we didn't want him to play with any of the camping reservation system or anything.
Right. Well,
which he wanted to do when something did happen. And that's why we decided, no, we're going to break you out.
Yeah.
But I know what you want. So let me give you the rights to the page and see what happens. I have no idea.
Yeah, because really all I want are the rights to the page where I can publish stuff and then everybody can get at it.
Yeah, I'm in it right now. So let me just look at it.
Okay.
Contingent manager.
Closing all these documents I had open for the meeting.
And of course, this PC, I don't win for trying tonight. This PC is actually hitting my router that's in like the far end of the house at my aunt's house. It's hitting that router instead of hitting the router in the kitchen here.
Yeah. So everybody's.
I got two routers in the house, and it decided to pick up the far one.
Yeah.
So hold on, I'm in permissions now. So let me just look here.
Everybody's been talking about how well when they moved over to Google Mesh.
Yeah.
That's been working in their house.
Hmm.
They would have dead spots before, they don't anymore.
Wow.
One of my colleagues has a big rock fireplace in the middle of the house. And if you got in the shadow of the fireplace, you lost all your Wi-Fi signal. And now that they have Google Mesh, they have power everywhere on their property. They got good signal. So,
I got to look into that.
yep. It's probably more expensive than you can believe. My daughter has it. She swears by it.
Well, I got strong internet here. I got 200 by 200, but I decided to put another router in. If Brandon was in here,
yeah,
and I was working at the same time, so we're killing each other.
Anybody ever say anything to National about getting you a new firewall?
Oh, we got a new firewall.
Oh, you did. So you got better bandwidth through it.
Yeah, it's given us because I mean it's only 25 by 25, but we're now reaching close to 18. So it did improve a lot. So
18 from 25.
Well, it's a 25 by 25.
Oh, okay.
So that's what we have, 25 by 25. Everybody thought it was 100 by 100, but it was 25 by 25. And we went to look at the actual thing from Spectrum on the fiber. So.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I've got your name here. I'm looking at what we got here. Oh, I already got you in. Huh. Let's see here. I got you in GNFC already. That's where the communication package is. Let me look at events. Event. Okay, so I got you given event management so you can add something. Okay, so you got page editing, draft editor. So I think everything goes to draft once you save it.
Okay. And you're automatically notified when I put something in there?
I believe so. So now I got to move over to that Roundtable page. So give me 1 second.
Okay.
Then I probably have to give you then we probably have to do a Zoom ourselves so I can show you how to do this.
Okay. I can't do it while the meeting's going on.
No, you can't do it when the meeting's going on. So we got to schedule some time. But I'm just going to, because you have to go into SiteBranders. No, you don't have to go into SiteBrander. I gave you SiteBrander, but that's where the actual edit is for the page, I believe.
Mm-hmm. Oh, looks like Tatanica just got out of their meeting.
Well, they originally said they weren't going to have a meeting. If you looked
I
at
know. Well, people started going into the breakout, so I just had to do it. I just had to jump in because David Hayes from Troop 5 and Gail from the ship were on there. So I said, well, I'll just jump in. So we just had a quick little discussion. So
that's great.
Yeah, so that not too bad. So with that, gentlemen, I'm just gonna.
You have a great night, Brittany.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Bye, Bob. Thank you, Mark, for
Good night,
everything.
Brittany.
Great meeting.
Bye.
Okay, bye.
There, now they're all gone already.
Now, where did I stick Roundtable originally? It's here somewhere. Let me find it.
Did you stick it somewhere originally, or did you just use the forward to?
No, I forwarded it. I got it. I found it. Let me take off the. Okay, so the parent is.
Okay. Oh, I see. Stacy, they just finished the Cub Scout one too.
I wonder if I put you, no, I don't want to put you that there. Let me try. Yes, this might work. I'm going to stick this under resources.
Okay. So Bob, you have lots of people listening to you now.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah, I was gonna say, what are you talking about? What are you sticking? You're
we're
sticking
setting
it
up
where?
some website stuff. It was just Bob and I, but now we got lots of people.
Mark, my sound was kind of messing up on that video.
Yeah.
So I said that we would get that posted onto the website with the resources. So if they wanted to rewatch it with good sound,
Sure.
just a heads up.
When
I was
you-
going to email you later.
Yeah. Just so you know, when you share a video, when you go to share screen, at the bottom of that screen, the video, there's a little thing that says use computer audio, and I forget the actual terminology, but what you
Yeah,
do.
it says share computer audio or something, share computer sound.
Yeah,
I did that, but they
optimize-
said it was kind of blanking in and out.
Okay, it could be. Are you wireless on your computer?
Yes.
That
So
would be
yep.
And I don't know where the router is in your house, you know, where the Wi-Fi antennas are, but you may be far enough away where it's having trouble. Okay. Well, we will get it posted.
Perfect. Thank you so
Yep.
much. I appreciate
And
it.
that's what Bob and I are working on right now, is creating a space where we can put all this stuff.
Ooh, so we're going to get our own space now?
I'm not going to commit for him yet. He's working on it. That's all I know. But that's the plan.
So Scouts, well, they had a lot more to go over on advancement, so I'm sure.
Yeah. 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 It's just the Cub Scout. Tatanka broke up and they're all gone. And now the Cub Scouts broke up and some of you are still on. So.
Ooh, I skipped a Tatanka meeting. Uh-oh.
Yeah, they weren't planning on having one, but I guess 3 of them wanted to have one. So they went on.
Yeah. I'll have to call Brittany and see if anything important was discussed.
And thank you very much for covering for me.
Mark, I have been hearing for 3 days what a busy man you have been.
Well, I finally looked at Maureen, who's the principal, at 4 o'clock and said, I have to go home and crash for an hour before I get ready for the next meeting. I worked till 10:30 last night and was there before 7 o'clock this morning. So
That's what Kendra was saying when I spoke to her.
We had a very successful meeting, or opening day today.
Good.
It's good to see all the cute little 3-year-olds, 4-year-olds, kindergartners. Kind of makes you think, well, we're all here. So,
Absolutely.
yeah.
So are you done with the long hours or you got a couple more ahead of you?
I got a couple more. There's some things that they would like. Tonight, I still have to do a robocall, which is voice, email, and texts to all the parents. But the principal hasn't. Oh, she just responded to me. I have to go do it. So she emailed it to me, and then I've got to get her to speak the voice, which is easy to do. This is not hard, but I still have to get it done. Yep. All right. So, but again, thank you. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. No problem at all.
All right. I'm going to mute me.
So now I can give Bob a hard time?
No.
Let's see, Bob, if you're still there, this is Amy. I talked to the DC for, or no, the unit commissioner for 619, because he's also the new member coordinator for 85.